Craig, we always knew that the visit to the Oval was going to be a tough one, and especially with the weather conditions. Yeah. But to navigate all of that, 1-0 victory, 3 points, you must be happy looking back.
Yeah, definitely. I think overall it was a good performance. I think we were reasonably comfortable in the whole game. You know, we had the lion's share possession, pinned them back into their own half and on their third, and it obviously missed the penalty. Other opportunities come our way, hit the post on a couple of opportunities. Goalkeepers made a couple of saves, and I can't remember Connor Roberts making a save ourselves. So yeah, look, it's always dangerous there. They've got a very good counter-attacking team. They've got players that can hurt you on the break, and if you don't concentrate and you don't look after the ball and you give it away cheaply, they are dangerous on the counter-attack. But yeah, I thought it was it was probably as a one-sided 1-0 victory you would see.
And looking back to December the 23rd, when we played Connors Quay Nomads, we were within seconds of having just a 1-point lead at the top of the table. Here we are, less than 2 weeks later, 9-point gap. Yeah. It's looking good as we edge towards the split.
Yeah, that's how football is, isn't it? You know, it changes on a weekly basis, and we've put a fantastic run together. And we obviously, you know, it was a big result not getting beat off Connors Quay, but in the what we had to come through with the proved now a wrong sending off. So yeah, but we've always been just, you know, get our heads down, worry about ourselves, and work hard in training, and the outcome will come on the pitch. And since then, you know, we've won 3 games in a row, and we are where we are. Like I said, 9 points ahead with a fantastic goal difference, and you know, we want to improve that. It's not, you know, we far from think that that's over. You know, we've still got 13 league games left. You know, so we want to win every single game, and we'll be trying our best to do that.
And the games are coming thick and fast at the moment. Is that affecting your team selection, and you using perhaps more of the squad that you would not perhaps have done if it was just a weekend game?
Yeah, I think you have to take it into consideration. You know, always say the next game's the most important one, but you've also got to be realistic about, you know, about loadings and minutes and conditions of players. You know, maybe just come back from injury or played, you know, 3 games in a week. You know, we've got to take that in consideration, because not only is the loading of the games, but the loading of full-time training as well. So we've got to take all that in consideration, you know. But that's what, you know, Tom, you know, sports scientist, is there to guide us along the way and help us with loadings and time management, etc. But yeah, you know, you've got to look to put your best team on the pitch for that certain game. You know, and there's going to be a little bit of stiffness every now and then, a little bit of soreness, and you know, but you know, it's football. We're all very, very lucky to be involved with football as our job. So, you know, I'm not going to feel too sorry for them.
And we are back in action here at Parkhall, the first home game of the new year. Haverfordwest County, the opponents, they're in 7th place, but as we know, teams do raise their game against the New Saints, and it will be a tough one. Yeah,
well, Haverfordwest are very similar to Carnarvon. You know, they've got some very good young players. They've got some quality on the counter attack. So it's not going to be an easy game. You know, it's certainly not going to be an easy game. And if we think we can just turn up and win, then, you know, them are the situations that end up turning around biting you. But we won't. We've been in training today. You know, normally the day after a game, I give the lads off, but now we've been in training, warmed down, in an extra day's preparation for Haverfordwest. You know, we've done all our due diligence. We've watched them, you know, on countless occasions. And we have done our due diligence, as I've just said, and you know, but we are just as important, if not more important, that we'll have a game plan. We'll address the game as we always do, address games certainly at home, and we'll be, you know, wanting to get the ball in, have good possession, and play attacking football, and you know, want to really put them under pressure.
And obviously with those games midweek as well as weekend at the moment, how does that affect your preparation as the head coach?
Yeah, it's very similar. You know, ideally we'd get more time on the training pitch with the boys. I think it's just what's more important than anything is the lads who haven't been playing. you know, so we've come in today instead of having a day off. So it's give the opportunity for the lads who didn't play to top their minutes up from last night, because it's quite easy just to forget about them boys, because you know they haven't played, and you know before you know it, their fitness is lower than what it should be. So the important bit is, you know, the players that are not playing on the day after a game are more important than the players that played. So we've got to make sure that they get their minutes and they get their loadings and they're ready for the next time they're playing. So yeah, from that point of view, it's a tough balancing act, but yeah, I've been in football for long enough and dealt with that, and you know, in the season I had in the National League, then it was Saturday, Tuesday for probably 70% of the actual season. So you get used to it. It's more recovery preparation.
And it was great to see Declan McManus not only on the bench but coming off it and then going on to score the winner at Carnarvon. Will he be in contention for a starting place on Saturday?
Yeah, of course he will. You know, he's fit. He's actually, you know, with the game being off last week at Carnarvon or the week before, it's probably put him in a position where he's a little bit further forward than what he would have been, and got the opportunity to get him 20 minutes. That was always the plan last night, no matter what, to get him 20 minutes, maybe half an hour to ease him back in. And but now it's a great finish. It's a good goal. He starts to move by tracking back and making a tackle on the halfway line, and then there's great link-up play between John Sis and Danny Redmond, and it's a fantastic finish from Deck. So it's what he's all about. He's a goal scorer. You know, he's proved it. He's a natural goal scorer, and it's good to get him back in, and it's another headache for myself.
And what is the general availability situation in terms of players coming back from injury?
Yeah, there's two not available at this moment in time, and that's Jordan Williams and Josh Pass. So that's it really. The rest of everyone's fit. Chris Marriott trained again today. Keston Davis obviously in Deck trained fully in with it, and Adam Rusco's come back from on loan from Bala. So we are nearly full tilt. So as I say, you know, I like to make my job in the staff's job as hard as possible, and it's healthy competition. The more competition and training, the better.